Riyad from Group 7.
My name is Florian Keding Surya Kartika.
My name is Putri Manurani.
My name is Wandana Arista.
My name is Nida Abdul.
First of all, what is folk music? From its conference in Sao Paulo in 1954, the International Folk Music Council formulated the following definition. Folk music is the product of a musical tradition that has been evolved through the process of oral transmission.
The factors that shape the tradition are, first, continuity, which links the present with past.
Second, variant which springs from the creative impulse of the individuals or the group. Third, the selections by the community which determines the form or forms in which the music survives.
By the definition, we have gathered some folk music from various countries all over the world. These are they.
Indian culture has long emphasized the importance of music. The Vedic literature, which goes back to 1500 BC, contains the first descriptions of Indian folk music. Some academics and industry professionals even contend that Indian folk music may be as old as the nation. In India, almost every region has its distinctive folk music that captures the culture. They feature many different topics and are jam-packed with musical rhythm. They can be dance-oriented because they are also arranged to beats. In Rajasthan, for example, we have Mand. It is Rajasthan's most sophisticated style of folk music and is an exclusive contribution to the classical music of India. It originated from stories, emotions, and the daily chores of the Rajasthani people. Not only singing, but Rajasthani music involves dancing and storytelling through songs. Earlier, Mand was only sung in royal courts, praising the Rajput rulers and the local heroes. It was the mostly sung either by nomadic performers or appointed court singers. The nomadic singers roamed about the state from a royal province to another in caravans and performed at the royal court.
Indonesia, a country of over 17,000 islands, boasts a diverse culture rich in tradition. At the heart of its vibrant culture is Indonesian music. As the fourth most populous nation on earth, Indonesia has an astounding variety of musical forms that have developed over the countries. The most popular one is dangdut, a genre that combines Arabic, Indian, and Malay influences. Its catchy rhythm and melodies accompanied by the tabla and gendang, or drum, are popular among Indonesians of all ages. Saudi Arabia. Arabic folk music differs to various forms of traditional folk music in Arabic region. The widespread dissemination of Arabic culture aided in the development and expansion of numerous forms of Arabic folk music. Based on the Maqam system found in Mahamic music, Arabic folk music is mostly vocal, but it is accompanied by instruments like nai, argul, midwis, rabab, duf, bandir, tar, and terbuka. Songs based on the Maham model system take on typical forms such as the qasida or the ataba. The ataba is traditional Arabic musical form sung at weddings, festivals, and other occasions. Popular in the Middle East, it was originally a Bedouin genre. Additional information: Bedouin are Arabic-speaking, nomadic peoples of the Middle Eastern desert. The ataba then improvised by a solo poet singer accompanying themselves on the rababa. As part of Arabic tradition, atabas are generally performed by a vocal soloist without instrumental, with accompaniment, who improvises the melody using folk poetry for the verse.
غيري وجبت لي العزايا يا
Korea has produced music for thousands of years into the modern day. After the divisions of Korea in 1945, both North and South Korea have produced their own styles of music. Korean folk song, or minyo, is varied and complex, but all forms maintains a set of rhythms called jangtan and a loosely defined set of melodic modes owing to diverse instruments, while even drums were eligible to demonstrate a variety of rhythmic cycles. The one folk music originated from Southwest Korea is pansori, music with a long vocal and percussive music played by one singer and one drummer. In this traditional art form, sometimes rather misleadingly called Korean opera, a narrator might play the parts of all the characters in a story, accompanied by a drummer. The lyrics tell one of 5 different stories but are individualized by each performer.
훔쳐버리고 버섯 달로 우르르르르르르르르르르르르 후친의 목을 안고 아이고 아버지.
Japan. Traditional Japanese music is a folk or traditional music of Japan. Japan Ministry of Education classify hokaku or Japanese music as a category separate from other traditional form of music such as kakaku, court music, or somyo, Buddhist chanting, but most ethnomusicology view hokaku in the broad sense as a form from which the other were derived. Outside of ethnomusicology, however, hokaku usually refers to Japan music from around the 17th to the mid-19th century. Within this framework, there are three types of traditional music in Japan: theatrical, court music, and instrumental. Japan has a several theatrical form of drama in which music play a significant role. The main form are kabuki and no. No or nogak music is a type of theatrical music. No music is a play by an instrumental ensemble called hayashikata. Instruments used are the taiko stick drum, a big hourglass-shaped drum called the otsuzumi, a smaller hourglass-shaped drum called the kosuzumi, and a bamboo flute called the nokan. The hayashi ensemble is performed along with yokyoku vocal music in the no theater. Kabuki is a type of Japanese theatrical is known for highly stylized dancing and singing as well as the elaborate make-up worn by the predominantly all male case.
Africa. In the aspect of traditional music, Africa has thousands of rhythms, uncountable types of percussions and drums, many types of musical rituals and traditions like tradition of griots or healing ceremony of Gnawa. Griots are storytellers and poets who have the main responsibility for keeping stories of the individual tribes and family alive in the oral traditions, with the narrative accompanied by a musical instrument. They are an essential part of many West African events, such as weddings. Healing ceremony of Gnawa, which is called Lilas, are all-night ceremonies that its music is a combination of ritual poetry, traditional music, and dancing, and is believed to have healing powers when combined with color and aromas. With hosting of many tribes, this music and genres still exist in many different ways. Chimurenga is a musical style which grew out of songs of liberation struggle. Musicians from the Shona majority of Zimbabwe created a new pop sound based on chiming, cyclic melodies, and rhythm of the mbira. The mbira is a sacred instrument played in all-night ritual ceremonies called mbira, in order to connect with the spirits of the ancestors.
Ugaonangirosi ichifamba masikati ichibenya kungeswa tiye mukazi wangu ugaona nyerezi inova imamadeko ichigwira ichiziga tiye mukazi wangu.
Mexico. Music has vibrated through Mexico's spine since before Mayan and Aztec times. Music and dancing were vital to the civilization celebrations, religious ceremonies, and rituals. Spain's arrival in Mexico in the 16th century was a game changer, both musically and politically. They brought some European instruments, especially vihuela, a six-string guitar that is now heavily associated with Mexico. The enslaved Africans the Spanish brought for labor added their own instrumentation to this bubbling musical soup. And then from time to time, people across many Mexican regions began mixing their musica with styles of music merging with French, Cuban, German, and more influences. Because of the history, many Mexican folk music originated from Spain. Bolero, for example, a sentimental genre of song that originated in eastern Cuba in the late 19th century as part of the trova tradition. Trovadors were medieval musicians and poets who composed and performed their work in European courts, especially in southern France between 20th and other centuries. Cuban bolero incorporates elements from Spanish music as well as African influences. Notably, Cuban bolero is characterized by its sophisticated, poetic romantic lyrics, slow tempo, and guitar accompaniment. It has become a staple of the popular musical repertoire in many Hispanic American countries and Spain.
Piedra preciosa, como divina joya, valiosa de verdad. Si mis ojos no me mienten, si mis ojos no me engañan, tu belleza es sin igual.
Norway. Norwegian folk music is deeply rooted in the country's history, culture, and natural landscapes. It is often characterized by the use of traditional instruments like the hardingerfiddle, langeleic, and various forms of folk singing, including fading. This genre reflects Norway's rural past and is often connected with nature, mythology, and storytelling. Fanitulen is one of the most famous traditional Norwegian fiddle tunes, usually played on the hardingerfiddle. It's lively and often associated with dance like the springar, a Norwegian couple's folk dance. The name means the devil's tune, and it's said to have been inspired by the devil himself playing the fiddle at a drunken party. France. French folk music reflects the diverse cultural regions of France, each with its unique musical traditions. Instruments like accordion, bagpipes, hurdy-gurdy, and flutes are commonly used in French folk music. The music often accompanies traditional dance like the bogie, farandole, and brun. Many songs have deep historical roots and can tell stories of love, work, and folklore. La bogie is a traditional dance and song from the Auvergne region in central France. The bogie is a lively dance in triple time, and the music is often played with instruments like the bagpipes or hurdy-gurdy. It's a key part of French rural tradition and has influenced classical composers like J.S. Bach. Scotland. Scottish folk music is a rich and vibrant tradition deeply connected with Scotland's history, landscape, and cultural identity. It is often associated with the bagpipes, fiddle, tin whistle, and clarinet, a Scottish harp, and many of the songs focus on themes like love, war, nature, and Scottish history. Scottish folk music has also influenced other genres such as Celtic and folk rock. The Skye Boat Song is one of the most famous traditional Scottish songs, recounting the escape of Bonnie Prince Charlie after his defeat at the Battle of Culloden in 1746. He fled to the Isle of Skye disguised as a woman, and the song celebrates his journey. It's often performed with bagpipes and vocals, evoking a sense of history and Scottish pride.
Greece. Greek folk music originally predominantly contained one genre, known as Greek domesticko or thematic or paradosiaco. This refers to the traditional Greek popular songs music of mainland Greece and islands, which date back to the Byzantine times. The lyrics of Greek folk music are largely based on thematic or folk poetry, or usually by anonymous lyricists, and consist of popular themes such as love, marriage, humor, death, nature, water, sea, and religion. The lyrics of Katerina Papadopoulos' songs Nanorisma invoke the beauty of and wonder of the natural world, using imagery of stars and pearls in the sky and tears from flowers. The first two lines express awe at the number of stars in the sky, while the next two describe eyes that are as numerous as pearls. The tears shed by these eyes are compared to jasmine flowers, emphasizing their delicate beauty.
Ως άστρα είναι στον ουρανό, Μαργαρίτα ρένια μου και λάμουν ένα.
England. English folk songs rarely have only one true version of a tune. One tune will have different variations in rhythm, pitch, and melody depending on the place in which you hear it, how folk collectors transcribe them, and how the tune is used. There is an interesting English folk song that has a unique meaning called Greensleeves. One of the most circulated and believed rumors about this old folk song is that it was written by English monarch Henry VIII after he was rejected by his eventual wife, Anne Boleyn, during the beginning of their courtship. The lyrics are wrote with a sense of romantic pathos and yearning for love. In 1584, Richard Jones printed a final version of the folk song. Jones' version, which was a new courtly sonnet of the Lady Greensleeves, is the one we listen to today. The song in its lines refers to a Lady Greensleeves, and in the 16th century era, the green color was interpreted to have a sexual connotation. It's been suggested that green was symbolic of promiscuity and that the lady in question was a prostitute. Greensleeves, up to date, has lasted for more than 400 years or even more in various literature and references. The fact that it is still utilized in media and popular modern works says a lot about its uniqueness.
Folk music is a living tradition. It's passed down orally, transmitted from one country to another. Even many of them have never written down and end up being consumed by time. That is a certain reason why folk music became a special part in cultural diversity.
Those are all the 12 folk music with brief explanation we've prepared.
Hope this video can open your curiosity to this topic and increase your knowledge about the diversity of folk music.
We are open to every comments and additional information from you guys, so feel free to deliver everything you know about the topic down below. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Dah.